Coffee cup, come spend some time. I know it's early, the start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Local Cafe. Rise and shine, baby, wake and bake. Clear out your mind, baby, just take a break. Local Cafe. Chill out with us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the coolest, the calmest, and the chillest in the entire Local universe. You are watching Local Cafe. Oh man, what a morning it has been. Tell Billy the Fridge we love him. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all that. And if he wants to come on the show and talk a little bit, he is more than welcome. We would love to have Billy. And we will not kick Billy, unlike other hosts. But before we get into anything crazy, before we get into anything, thank you guys for re-upping your membership for 2 months. That is awesome. I'm going to get into that. But let me bring in my awesome and beautiful co-host before we get too deep into craziness. Oh, wrong one. Good job, Ken. There we go. Good morning, Mrs. Beans. How are we doing today?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ken.
Yeah, sorry. I just woke up a little bit ago and time is flying, Beans. Time is flying. And you know what? I can't, Beans. This has been a wild day already. It's only 12:03 in the afternoon. And apparently my monologue yesterday did some damage. Did a little bit of damage. I saw you on Cafe, or I heard you were on Cafe, defending me. And for that, I greatly appreciate you. I greatly do appreciate you for that.
We're always on Cafe? Do you mean rewind?
Yeah.
Rewind?
Sorry, it's been a long morning. It's been a long night. And before we get into anything crazy, before we delve into this day's events, yesterday was the second night I had to sleep in an 80-degree room. I was a little heated, literally and metaphorically. You know, I had a lot going on in my head, a lot of things that were pissing me off. And so I said, you know what, Ken? Fuck it. Just let it out. Just let it all out. Because, you know, like I said, I try to be the nice guy. I try to be the cool guy. I try to be the chill guy. But sometimes, Beans, you just gotta let it out. You just have to let out the feeling, the emotion, the anger. Sometimes you just gotta get it out, because if it festers, it blows up like a time bomb. Miss Beans, thank you for defending me on Rewind. I appreciate you.
No problem. So I think we both like a lot of the smaller shows, and we both like Rewind specifically, because Rewind seems to be a big show with a lot of big personalities. Billy and Xylee are becoming a staple of the LCU, no matter what their content is. If they're drinking, if they're not sleeping, if they're just being funny, silly people on the internet, then that's completely fine. A lot of people are gonna go to Billy and Xylee no matter what. Speaking of going to Billy and Xylee, apparently Billy was going on during Aussie today.
Yeah, I saw the live stream. What was it? The Unwind, I think he called it. The
Rewind, unwind.
Okay, that's right. Did you check any of that? Did you check in on? Because there was so much other shit going on. And we're going to get into that. But yes, I lost my moderator. I am no longer a blue name. I am now in the red category for host. And we will be getting into that also. I think I called King too many motherfuckers yesterday.
Those are just spices, Ken. You do cooking with Ken. You add a little spice into your senses. Give a little fuck, give a little motherfucker here and there.
This motherfucker, that motherfucker.
Flavor.
It's a little too much, you know? But all I'm saying is, bro, these motherfuckers have called them way worse. Way worse. I mean, I've heard bald little gnome bitch come out of Bookie and Tina's mouth. I heard, you baby-ass dude out of other people's mouths. I didn't think motherfucker would be that serious. Oh.
Thor super chatted $20, been seek and got Nate piled lol. I remember firing off about similar things about 5 months ago to you on your show here. Love beans and Kentacle hugs.
Appreciate you, Nate. Always in my heart. Always in my heart. But Rewind kind of ran me down last night. The entire thing that I said. And it got me thinking. It got me thinking, and I had to do some internal searches listening to that. Because I respect Billy. I respect Xylee. The short time I was with them, they taught me a lot. So their words hold heavy meaning for me. And I'm not going to apologize to people if I irk their nerves. What I'm going to say is I could have chosen my words a little bit more carefully. And I probably could have said what I wanted to say a little less aggressively. But the thing is, they loved Primetime Ken coming out, Beans. They love the anger. They love the frustration. They love the passion coming out of my voice, Beans. So, I don't know. I've talked too much. Continue, Beans.
Think that a lot of people want anger per se from you. I think they just want the energy. They want us to do more, be more, bring more. And that's something that we're going to do for the LCU. And speaking of more, even though we cover news and drama, there's a lot more happening in the LCU. So you kind of touch upon how you lost your mod. Not only did you lose your mod, but other people lost their mod. People got fired. People got hired. We got Billy going on while not Rewind, while Aussie's going on. It's too much. I can't keep track. So Billy going on while Aussie is on. This new school shooter guy on Aussie is now going on Nerds. Zay backed out of the fight. She said she's not going to train. I'm still going to keep training just in case. And also it's a great exercise. And then we have Milkers. We have Rewind. We have Tess. We have everybody on edge with what's happening. What is happening to these smaller shows?
This is what I think. I think a lot of the smaller shows are trying to figure this out, right? Because look at Nerds. Nerds is getting threatened left and right. They're getting threatened. Boogie and Billy want to come for that time slot. They want to have a true nerd show, right? They want to overtake the smaller channel, but they want to keep buff. They want the triple Bravo effect. Zay is scared. Chrome Media said it. Zay is scared. I think, and big on buff for sticking up for. It is what it is. But I don't know. I think the smaller channels are trying to find their way and figure this out because I think they understand the writing is on the wall. And I think a lot of these smaller channels need to understand it's time to put up or shut up. So Tina D's in the chat. Thank you for being here, Miss Tina. We love you. I do want to interview you at some point, Tina. And I'm not talking about some bullshit. I'm talking about before the LCU, because I know nothing about you, Tina. So I would love to schedule a time you can come into the cafe and we can talk to you and learn about who is Tina D. Who really is this person? I think that would be beautiful if we could do that. But yeah, I'm trying to put into words really what I'm thinking here, because yeah, people are scrambling. Yeah, people are trying to live up. Yeah, people are trying to figure out change and see what's going on. And, you know, when I had my little monologue yesterday, it set off these events. People were saying all this shit about me. People were saying I was soft, I was fake, I was all these other things. And that also got me riled up a little bit, Beans. That really did. I just want to put that out there. But Ozzy being disrespectful to other hosts as Rastov was kicking Billy out constantly. You know, I think it was 4 times, I believe.
It was around 4 times, yeah.
That's not the play. That is not the play. And I think Billy really did take great offense to that. I truly do. By the way, thank you for the 2 redirects today. That was awesome. We got 2 redirects, Beans.
Who? Hell yeah.
One from Rewind and one from Aussie. So thank you both for that. And I know I said shit about Rastov, and I know I did all that. Duck Savannah, the beautiful Canadian, too. All day, every day, it is coffee time. But let's go. That's beautiful.
Gotta do the soundboard. You gotta wake up, Ken. You gotta do your job.
Oh my God.
Now that you're not mod, you're gonna need to focus. I need your 100% focus and 100% energy. Now that you're not mod, you gotta be on that soundboard. You gotta bring the energy. You gotta be prime time Ken every single day.
Well, here's the thing, Beans. Here's the thing you got to realize. I lost my mod. Yes, does that mean I'm unleashed? Does that mean I don't have to hold some stature in the Discord anymore, that I can't break rules and go at people? Does that mean that I can just do what I want, say what I want, not breaking rules, and actually be able to go at people, not be a blue name? Is that what you're telling me, Beans? Is that what I need to do? Do I need to become Dark Ken? Is that what we need? Do we need a Dark Ken host role in the Discord, Beans?
I don't think so. Calm down. I just said bring the energy, not go dark, okay, sir? But something else that I wanted to mention. So we got 2 redirects. Right now we're at 674. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you all for being here. It's amazing. That also breaks the Razorback curse, Beans.
Hell yeah. But there's something else that we forgot. Something else very important that we have to mention for the coffee cult, for the regular viewers, for those that just came in from Aussie and Rewind. And what is that, Ken? I'm gonna throw it to you, and you bring me everything you fucking got.
Guys, the coffee finally launched. We got it. I'm sipping on the butterscotch coffee right now because it is so damn good. And you know what else fucking launched finally? You know what else launched? Our cups. We got our cups finally. We have them in the 12 ounce and the 15 ounce for those with big hands. So make sure you get your local butterscotch coffee. That is amazing. Make sure you get your I Can't cup so you can have your coffee every morning with my face on it telling you that I can't. Or you can go for the softer approach. You can go for the approach of, no, this is your cup. You explain it. You explain it.
My cup? Okay, my cup says spill the beans, and it just has a couple of coffee beans on it. It's very simple, very demure, very mindful when it comes to cups in general. I don't think it's too flashy. It doesn't have my face on there to jump scare you whenever you open your cabinet, but it's just a little thing. Spill the beans. That's what we do here.
Yeah, so make sure you guys go get your cups. I'm ordering a 15 ounce because I got massive hands, Beans, and I need every single centimeter of cup I can grab onto. And, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be beautiful. Hopefully it gets here soon. And also, guys, remember, now, the bad news about the coffee is we can't ship internationally. The problem is, one, the nutrition label has to be, translated into local languages. And it has to have certain custom labels on it. It has to meet certain regulations for, overseas. Each country has different regulations. So unfortunately, we can't ship internationally. So it's going to show up as sold out. That sucks. I'm sorry, but you can thank the bureaucrats and the red tape that they want to put on everything. That's all I'm saying. So, but if you're an American and you love being an American, buy the butterscotch coffee. Also, buy your cafe shirt and your I Can't t-shirt. Because the I Can't is the theme of the show today, because I can't. All right? And make sure you rock your cafe cult shirts. Let everybody know that we exist. Let everybody know that this is beautiful, and let them know we ain't going nowhere. Also, if butterscotch does well and people enjoy the butterscotch, we will be releasing other flavors. So be ready for that.
Oh yeah. So as a promo for the coffee, if anybody donates $50, I'll snort the coffee. That's how dedicated I am. As a Hispanic woman, I will snort the coffee.
Just real quick, I just wanted to add, mods are held to a higher standard because they're like the police, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
when Bob Wolf lost his mod for his joke or whatever, I just was thinking, I was like, well, Ken shouldn't be held to a higher standard. He's a host. He's got to be able to entertain and whatnot. So that's the only reason why. That's literally the only reason why.
Definitely 100%. And I appreciate it. And that's what I was trying to say. I am unleashed now. Like I can actually do a little more and be a little bit more aggressive with people, right? So I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's freeing. All right, that's all.
Thank you, sir. Well, there we go, everybody.
Freeing like the blonde hair on a mermaid's tits. I hope he doesn't come back because I said that. Anyways, but yeah, so you...
Keem is on one right now, Beans. I don't know now if it's the time to be joking around about mermaids, blondes, and tits. All right, let's just calm the fuck down and not do that, okay? But continue with what you were saying, ma'am.
I'm a very good girl and I belong on cafe. Anyways, so we're here. We're queer, or at least I am.
Get over it.
But it is. I was gonna say it is hump day, but I think it's just Tuesday and I'm going crazy. No, it is hump day.
Oh shit! Oh,
my brain.
I about almost said something bad. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, are we humping? But let's not do that. Let's not say that. My bad. My bad.
So you lose your mod role, and all of a sudden you're just going scorched earth, saying some crazy ass shit.
I'm unleashed, Beans. They want to see Ken unleashed. Here it is, motherfucker. Ah.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm going to clip that. I'm just gonna have whenever anybody does anything.
Sterling said, "Are you the prettiest girl at the party? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Beans? Because I am always.
They're talking to me.
I'm always the prettiest girl at the party, Beans. You can never take that away from me."
Wait, was that a dono or was that just a comment?
That's what that was. All right, we did miss one. I apologize. No dono left behind. Remember that. Channering's Corner with the Swedish. Is it Swedish? I can't. We in the EU can't order the coffee, aka reasons, but we can wait. It has to do with labels and rules of EU. One day I will buy it once this is all sorted out. Again, you can thank your bureaucrats and your red tapes. All right, thank you. And then last but not least, the amazing Thal, aka Nate. Listen, Ken, it's easy. Repackage the beans into an approved Folgers container for EU shipments. Totally E4 Mafia legal. Bro, what do they know about the E4 Mafia, Nate? They don't know about that E4 Mafia. All right? E4 Mafia really runs the army. But they don't know that. That's beside the point.
Wait. This is like a reverse of what we were talking about. Remember when we had to go longer because of Glammy's situation, and I had to play Schedule 1, and I was basically an unlicensed pharmacist for a lot of people, and people said, hey, Beans, if you were to do this in real life, how would you do it? And I said, you know what? I would hide my unlicensed drugs in coffee. I think that would be a great plan because nobody suspects it, right? Me, sweet, nice, pretty Beans, as somebody is saying in the chat. But me, nobody will suspect me being an unlicensed pharmacist. And also, you can't smell it if it's in coffee. Coffee has such a strong smell, especially the butterscotch coffee.
Oh yeah, it's like The Weeknd said, I'm on that shit that you can't smell. So calm the fuck down. Turtle with the Canadian $13.99. Thank you, Turtle, for being amazing. Beans is the prettiest girl at the party. Shout out to Beans, the prettiest girl at the party. What does that make me? What does that make me, the ugliest girl at the party? Thank you. All right.
I mean, if you want to be a girl, a lot of people want you to buy a blonde wig.
It's never going to happen. All right.
New Jersey almost came out. I said, I was rolling my words. I was like, boy, a blonde wig.
What was that? Flowery frame. I could say that 3 times fast. Flowery frame. You can't. Promise. Flowery flame. Flowery blah, blah. I can't. All right. So.
Wait, one real quick moment. People say that is how people traffic drugs in coffee. Coffee is big where? Colombia. What is also big in Colombia? Cocaína. Continue.
Beautiful. All right. So, let's get into today's events. Because that's kind of hot right now. If you guys are not in the Discord, make sure you are a cash cow or above. This channel would be appreciated, or any other channel that you want to be in. Link the YouTube to the Discord. Do the get rolls. Hopefully it works. Just kidding, it does work. And you'll be in there in about 4 to 5 minutes. Now, so much crap. John even piped up and said, fuck you, Keem, blah, 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 you're a retard, blah, blah. John lost his motto as well. Now, remember, Keem said John was the good mod because he's an asshole and he's a troll. And John played into that very well. He did a fantastic job. But he flew a little close to the sun. Just a little too close. Now, Jesus, this thing. Sorry. Now, Baja losing it was over his joke, right? That skirted the line a little bit. Now, let's see if go ahead. Let me look for something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Ken, we need to get some context over here. We need to be like Xylee is real. She posts everything so people can see exactly the words as they were worded in the Discord. Not everybody's part of the Discord, and if you're not, get a cash cow membership or higher, just $10. And if you were gifted one, then you're at Ban World right now, and all you need is $5 more. It's kind of like a discount, 50% off. Hell yeah! But
it is worth it. It is worth it. Trust me. All right.
If you want to see me say some outrageous stuff in the Discord, or not, I would rather not. Let's not bring back 4K, by the way, because 4K is supposed to catch people in the act of saying some outrageous shit. And my docket team is just against me, and all they do is put screenshots of shit that I said. Rhea Ripley is just mommy material, okay? I'm not going to back down, but you don't have to tell the world.
She ain't a lady if she ain't 280. Let's get that going right now, Beans. All right, that bitch, he's a game some weight. TTS.
Thal super chatted $20, since Savage has the pirates. Doesn't that mean Keem is the Blackbeard of donuts? Gives a whole new meaning to Keem's treasure of booty.
Bro. Fucking Nate. I love you, bro. That was amazing. All right. God, my YouTube studio just crashed. All right, so let's get into it, right? We got the screenshots ready. Shout out the best docket team in the LCU Cafe. All right. So these are straight from what happened today, right? So, Keem removed Baja's mod, right? What did Baja do? Baja made a joke about local African Americans. It was straight about color of skin, but not spelt out directly, right? BLAX, I believe it was. So, let me do this. So then people were saying, let's just do it this way. It's easier. People were saying, what about, Tina saying it allegedly? What about Boogie saying it allegedly, right? It's a whole different thing because you're allowing them to allegedly say it. But then when Baja makes a joke where he's not even saying anything remotely that way, why are you letting them get away with it and not the joke? So Keem comes back and says, Tina was hired because she's crazy saying wild stuff. Ba Wolf was hired to be a mod and help community building stuff. Now keep in mind, Baja is like leader of the dev team pretty much, right? I'd say that just because he's the most active person. I could be wrong. So, you know, and he also helps out with the store. That's kind of his thing. He does all the background stuff. The best like background person as far as the coding and building and all that, right? So he was trying to help the community.
What a forward young man you are.
Oh God, I thought it was someone else. Twisted Metal himself, Jaffe. What's going on, sir?
Baby grandpa, did you fall asleep?
Beautiful. All right. So thank you for derailing my show. Fuck.
He forgot to take his meds.
Stay in your corner of Madhouse, the show I forgot. Stay over there. All right. So, where was I, Beans?
So, Baja said something got his mod taken away. What exactly did he say again? Let's say it louder for the people in the back.
He made a joke about a show coming to the LCU called LOLCAL, different way of saying African American that wasn't really like racist.
BLAX?
BLAX, yes. Now, yes, that can be viewed as that, 100%. And then again, people were saying allegedly Tina and allegedly Boogies was saying shit, let them get away with it. Now, Baja was hired to be a mod and help community building stuff. They are not the same and have way different responsibilities. But you need to be smarter than a 5th grader to understand these things. We have a lot of dumb people here. So, Keem is basically saying mod responsibility and entertainer responsibility are two different things. Hence why I lost Moderator, because mods are held to a higher standard as far as keeping the community safe and doing all the background shit, making sure people aren't coming in being disruptive, whatever. Entertainers' job should solely be on their show 100%, entertaining the audience, maintaining an audience, gaining a new audience. So I was trying to do both. But now I'm unleashed, Beans. I'm unleashed to be able to do what I need to do to be entertaining and not worry about that higher standard of safety. Although I'm always here to help if I need to. All right. Are we caught up, Beans? Do we kind of understand where we're at right now?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
Am I also getting canceled? Because it seems like I'm doing whiteface. I forgot my foundation and I had to use my mom's, and now you can tell how dark my skin is compared to my face.
That's not up to me. That's up to other people. But I will go to bat for you. By the way, I like the nose. That was a beautiful touch. Anyways, I digress.
They're my glitter freckles.
All right. Then Keem come back and says, seems super smart for the mod to be posting in main chat racist jokes with his white buddy. Let me see if it's... All right. So anyways, there's a section where Keem posted a screenshot because he looked up the term Baja used. BLAX. He searched that. When he searched that, there's a long history of that term being used. Baja was claiming it was jokes between him, Pharaoh, Buff, and I believe another gentleman. I can't remember the name right now. It was supposed to be a long-running joke. But when you are a moderator, you're held to that higher standard. You can't fall in with the crowd and do those types of jokes. You're supposed to keep those jokes away and not do them. What do you think about that, Miss Beans?
I want to hear it straight from the horse's hooves. You know, typing. What did Keemstar say exactly when it came to this situation? Because I see that he's texted multiple times in the Discord about it.
So, Baja was trying to defend himself. He said, yeah, I did all this stuff for you. I was doing all this in the background. I built the store. I did this. I got things ready to ship and all that. But you're going to fire me over one off-color joke. I say off-color because just the saying, right? Not because of what it is. And basically, Keem banned him. So Baja is now banned from the Discord.
Not only fired, but banned.
Keemstar said, don't test my fucking gangster. That's what Keemstar said.
Who's going to run the store now? Is he still running the store?
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. So, keep in mind, guys. Keep in mind. Keem said 2 days ago, we're getting emo Keem. So, emo people tend to be in their feelings. Emo people tend to want to, express themselves a little bit more or a little bit less. Depends on what kind of emo you are. Now, them going at Keem and testing his gangster, he's going to say, no, fuck you. I don't need you. I'll find somebody else. One last thing and last point I'm going to make is Baja was a crown pretty long term. So that tells you moderator, crown, quasi leader of the dev team. I don't know all that nerd shit, so I have no idea. But a person of that stature was banned for a joke. No one is safe. No one is safe, Beans. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is that it was pretty funny whenever whenever Baja said, hey, it's a joke between me and Pharaoh, Keemstar came back real quick and he was like, oh, so you're using the black friend defense. That's not going to work here, buddy.
Now that you jog my memory, Beans, because that's why I love you. You're beautiful and you jog my memory. He also said, I don't see them here trying to defend you. Interesting. So they didn't even come to his defense. Do with that what you will.
We'll see. This is still pretty fresh, but let's continue on. So what's happening now? So Baja demodded, banned. Where does John come in?
All right. So John being John, right? John is the guy that became a mod because he's an asshole. He goes at people. He trolls. He doesn't care. That's who John is. John basically says, you should go ahead and remove my mod because I'm not moderating this server if Baja isn't here. Dude legit bled for writing a bot and website to sell your certs. And so that's the term BLAX. That's the term that got Baja banned. All right. It's getting him demodded. What a joke. This is John testing Keem's gangster and says, bro, I'm calling your bluff because this is bullshit, in the words of John. That's what he's saying. Keemstar says, easy, bye, fuck you, I don't need you either. It doesn't stop there. It does not stop there. Have fun when your Discord crashes down and you can't sell shirts anymore. Bruh. Baja kind of wrote the bot that did the roles. Baja, again, handled the store. He handled, shipping. He handled the orders coming in, making sure they got out in a timely manner. He wrote all that code. He built all that. He did it all. But if you test Keem's gangster and you test a man that does not care about things like that, he wants you to follow rules. He wants you to be in a good community. You're at a higher standard than everyone else because you're supposed to police these things. If you test that, sorry. Now. Oh. Double C, thank you. Ooh.
You thought.
Exactly.
Morning Cafe, morning Thick Gemini. So just to pick this up just a little bit more, so John and Keemstar had a little bit of a back and forth. So have fun when your Discord comes crashing down and you can't sell t-shirts anymore. And then he goes, dear John, are you full-blown autistic retarded? Which is a double whammy there, I guess. Are you saying I can't hire? And then John goes, everyone else you have hired has been a retard. The only person on your dev team has been shit because you don't pay for shit. You legit had 10x dev that was paying you money every month. LOL. You're a mouth breather, bro.
Bam.
Yikes.
Bam.
Then watch. This is Keemstar. Then watch. But I am never taking my knee off of your fucking neck ever. Every time you open your mouth, I will rub it in your fucking face that you were wrong. So I think Keemstar, he's going a little off hinge. This is his company. He does what he wants. If you want to test him, you're going to get the consequences. Especially after the emotional turmoil that's been going on in the past couple of weeks. So Keemstar, if you're still watching and you're still email Keemstar, he's probably listening to like XXX Tentacion right now.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking, I still see your shadows in my room.
I can't. All right. So, while all this is going on and we're going scorched earth in the Discord, there was one thing that came out positively. There was one positive thing that came, well, depending on how you look at it. One known positive. Scully replaced me as moderator. So, shout out to Scully. She's a beautiful human being. She does a lot for all the shows. She goes in, she talks, she dockets. I believe she's on Drama Alert or on the Drama Alert staff now. So she's in it to win it, Beans. She's fucking in it to win it. So shout out to Scully, guys. W's in the chat for Scully. She deserves it. She is awesome. And I told Keem.
No, I was just going to say, wait for the W's because people are still going off on me as planned because I did a Juice WRLD song when I said XXX Tentacion. You got beaned. Anyways, continue.
Are you beaning people, Beans? Are you beaning?
I'm trying to get my chat rate up.
Define beaning, anyways. Shout out to Scully. You're awesome. And I told them, if y'all need me, I'm here to help. If any of the mod needs, help, I'm here. But, hopefully Brady can now ride off into the sunset and be the mod that he really wants to be. Oh, what a morning. What a morning. So, Billy going on Rewind Unwind. Did you catch any of that, Miss Beans?
I did, because today I had to take my mom to her first colonoscopy ever. She did very well. And I needed something to listen to. Yeah, I needed something to listen to. I was listening to Ozzy, and then the school shooter came on, and I was like, you know what? I want to feel safe, and this guy makes me feel very uncomfortable. I'm going to go to whatever's on right now. And who was on? My big boy, Billy.
Ooh.
Billy boy. And I turned on his stream, and what was he playing? He was playing Billy the Fridge. I forgot what song it was, but it was banging. And I said in the comments, Billy, please, have some decorum. I cannot be busting a move, boogieing down in the middle of the weight room in a hospital. It was that lit. But then
beautiful.
he turned on his camera, and all you see is his headphones, right? He has a headset on with the little microphone, and his audio was complete shit.
Thal super chatted $20, no Beansy. Keem is much more manly than that. He is listening to ABCDFU at full blast while dancing around his living room. I'm already banned, so shrugs.
Why do I have that song in my head now? A, B, C, D, E, F, U, and your mom, and your sister, and your job, and your blase, blah. I don't know.
I was just getting down.
I know, right?
Yeah, so Billy's audio was complete shit. Apparently, right before he went live, his mic decided to shit the bed. Now, I'm not saying that the LCU is cursed, but something is going on because my PC was not working. My mic is not working. I still have to figure this shit out. And now Billy's affected.
Do we have Emo Billy? Is that what you're telling me, Beans? Do we have Emo Billy?
No, we have Billy under the water.
Damn. Well, let me ask you this. So, Rastov was on Rewind last night, correct?
Rastov? Yeah. Wait. Yes.
Okay.
Very briefly.
How was that dynamic between those two? Because Billy appears to be like half fuck you to Rastov, not fully, just half. Do you get that vibe?
It's very passive aggressive, but at the same time, they're chill. They are very they have a lot of decorum when it comes to interacting with each other. At first Billy was like a little bit salty about it, but then they talked it out and it was fine. But the thing that was the big ticket item, which unfortunately, oh, Jesus Christ, I can't fucking speak.
Unfortunately, learn to talk, Beans.
Unfortunately,
Flower
anyway,
reflame.
but yeah, so people are still talking about the Juice World shit. Yes, we know it's Juice World. Anyways, but
The fuck is Juice
last 5 to 10 minutes. Boomer report right there. Last 5 to 10 minutes. Rastov and the little boy come on and they start talking about what's been going on. I was there just in the background, just laughing, smiling, just throwing a little bit of a jab every once in a while because this is the LCU. This is what we do. But Mr. What's his name? Lucas?
Oh, he's a baby-faced assassin. Some bitch ain't hit puberty yet, bro. There's literally no fucking beard follicles in that face.
I think Zach Zudid had more mustache hair than he did. But
Jesus.
I digress.
Jesus.
So this boy comes in and he's just talking about the oldest shit that's ever happened in the LCU. He comes talking about the whole Rastov and Fat Camp and Twiggy situation. We're like, we already discussed this. This is old news. What do you have about Rastov right now? Tear into him. Show him what really is going on if you think that's true. Gave me nothing. Gave us nothing. Gave the world nothing.
He gave you zero, Beans.
He gave me zero. I couldn't feel anything. You know, sometimes I get a little tingle in the loins whenever somebody starts some drama, and I had no tingling and no loins to really feel. But
we're tickling.
He rage quit. We're tickling. Don't clip that. Anyways, but so he rage quit not once yesterday, but twice. He rage quit today, and apparently he's going to be on Nerds, our sister show, our neighbor.
So wait a second. Is he going to be like the third host on Nerds, or is he like replacing?
I don't think he's replacing anybody. I think he's just like a guest host. But he's going to be on Nerds today, and I feel like he's already stepping into the role of a nerd because immediately in the Discord, he started pulling up, what's that thing called? Playboard and bringing up numbers.
Our chat is telling me that Lucas got kicked and he's banned.
He's got kicked and he's banned, so how is he going to be on Nerds today?
W's in the fucking chat. Get that baby bitch out of my damn server. It's not my server. Get that baby bitch out of this motherfucker, bro. W's in the chat. Get rid of the baby-faced assassins. They ain't doing shit in this motherfucker. All right. Well. Oh, he said Voldemort name. All right. Well, fuck him. Fuck him.
Oh, last night, that's another thing. So last night, he gave us nothing, and then right after he left, rewind, he started saying Voldemort's name. And in what context, may you ask? Well, he pulled up that Rastov was following Voldemort. He pulled up that Rastov was following Voldemort on X.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all he had.
Were you in that VC when him and Xylee went into it? Were you in that VC?
No.
So Xylee and him were kind of going a little bit of back and forth, right? And then all of a sudden, holy shit, Rastov is a cash cow. Thank you, Rastov, you crown diddling motherfucker. I appreciate you, sir. All right.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. Okay.
Make sure you check out Cooking with Ken, Rastov. Anyways, so they're in the VC chat. If any of y'all were there, if I get anything wrong, please correct me because I was kind of half asleep, kind of not, drinking my Let's Get Lost because I need my caffeine in the morning. Anyways, I digress. So, they were in the VC, they were bullshitting, and, I'm sorry, rewind. They were in main chat, going at each other back and forth. And then Xylee said, I'll talk to you right now, boom, into the VC. So, apparently, what this baby-faced motherfucking no talent having ass was saying, that there's no shot that dude's 18 years old. I'm sorry. Like, I was more of a man than him in fucking when I was a freshman in high school. There's no fucking way. There's no way. 17, maybe. Maybe. Definitely not 18 years old. Anyways. Seth looks. Little Luke isn't banned. He's back, but lost his goat role. He's a green name right now. Okay. Thank you, Seth looks. By the way, the wrestling gimmick you had, that was hilarious during your trial. Just want to say that. So him and Zyler were going back and forth. And what the baby-faced Rastov is in chat, I see, by the way. If you want to hop in and talk about it, bro, by all means, we can do a little bit on it. He was trying to bring up the fact that Rastov was following one of the Voldemorts on Twitter. And he brought that up.
Black Belladonna super chatted $20. Beans, I think you may have misconstrued my message about getting older. I'm just saying please be kind, because aging is not, skull emoji, you'll find out someday. Also, I like Ken's energy.
I also love that Baja became a pay pig. Baja, you're the fucking man. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you. Guys.
So, yes.
Let's get W's for Baja in the chat. Let's get W's for Justice for Baja in the chat, all right? I'm probably going to get fired for this, but I don't care. All right, he just became a pay pig. We need to get some Baja justice. Justice for Baja. I can't fucking talk. Let's get some Justice for Baja in the chat. W's for Baja, guys. Oh,
You
fuck.
were trying to speed run getting fired. Not only fired, but double fired. We have Smash Mouth in here, but also let me just refer back to Bella. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Dude, I forgot your name. What's your name?
Mouth.
Shockmouth.
Shockmouth, that's right.
Get it right.
I apologize.
Right for the branding.
I apologize. By the way, Black Belladonna, I wasn't flicking you off. Since fucking Nerds does this, we troll them. So that's why I do this. Beans does that. But Shockmouth, right? Shockmouth?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to do a little promotion for tomorrow morning's Aussie stream. Just a little promotion.
Let's hear it. Go ahead.
This is I just wanted you guys to have the honor being the last stream that gets to see my hair looking like this.
Ooh.
Because tomorrow morning on Aussie, it's gonna be blonde.
All of it.
Just
Because
the
we
middle
hit
or like the sides or what
the
do you
whole
mean?
lot. The whole lot's gonna be blonde. Because this morning on Aussie, we hit it. They set a goal for me to do my hair blonde. I'm not seeing a dime on this shit. I don't care. But
That's awesome.
I have to do my hair blonde now.
By the way, I don't mean any offense to you, man. I'm terrible with names if I don't communicate with you a lot, so I apologize. I'm not trying to offend you when I say I don't know what your name is, all right? I just want to tell you that. I'm very bad with names.
That's fine, Bob.
Unless I can...
That's fine, Bob.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So, real quick, I know you're trying hard to be the next Aussie host, and I think the fans love you. I think the fans really do. I know Rastov loves you, and I think you going above and beyond like no one else is going to speak volumes. It's going to speak volumes.
Nobody has had the consistency that I have had in the last nearly 2 weeks.
Okay. So, real quick, are you really Australian though? Real quick, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Born in Newcastle.
Okay.
Lived in Sydney for 12 years. Now live in Melbourne. I've been all over, baby.
That's beautiful. So
I'm as Australian as I come.
they can finally have an Australian on Locale Aussie. So that's
You don't know where those places are on a map, do you?
I don't at all. I just know America, baby. I just fucking know America, the best country in the world. All right.
Well, that's the thing. I know the fucking map of America, but you guys can't be bothered to learn our map. And the thing is, our map, there's not that many places in Australia to learn, and you can't even be fucking bothered to learn.
Well, let me ask you this, bro. How long does it take to drive from one end of Australia to the other?
From here to Newcastle, it's about 12 hours.
12 hours. Okay.
Yes.
For me to get across 3 straits is 14 hours, all right? You need to understand the bigger the better. You need to understand that, okay? Because America is the best country in the world. I don't care what no one says. But I do love my Australian brothers and sisters, and I appreciate you for what you do for Rastov. I know he appreciates you. I know the Aussie fans appreciate you. And hopefully the big man upstairs sees it. When I say the big man upstairs, I mean King. Hopefully he sees it.
Well, if he doesn't, he's going to be missing out. I mean, we saw the person he picked
Bro.
to be on Aussie, and the dude just crashed out. He couldn't last 2 hours.
Beans.
The way he freaked out when he realized that was a 4-hour show.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't make it past the 2 hour mark, and he begged to be kicked. It was hilarious.
It's terrible. I'm saying, I feel like you want to say something, Mies, and I keep talking, and I apologize.
No, you're fine. I'm just here chilling. I'm trying
Okay.
to save up my energy for the next like little burst of like craziness that I'm gonna do. But yeah, so Shockmouth is going to go blonde. I think Rastov should go blonde. With both of their haircuts, they can be like a really weird Australian version of the Backstreet Boys.
That's hilarious.
I am old enough to remember those guys, and I remember how cool they were back in the day.
The Down Under Boys, but I don't know if that'll sound good or not. But how old are you?
I'm 37. I hate to say it.
I'm 39.
Why
bro.
you gotta say it so depressed? I'm 37.
Yeah, I'm
I love
30.
my life.
37
I
too?
want to be the next host of Aussie.
I'm
You're
39.
37 as well?
She's like 24, 3.
Oh,
25,
say.
sir.
I was going to say, you do not look 37.
No, not at pro.
What are you eating?
I'm like,
I wanna
yo,
eat that, whatever the fuck you're eating.
like if you're 37, what is your beauty care routine? I need to get some exfoliation on my skin. I need to get the pores.
Beauty care
deep.
is doing fuck all.
There we go. But nah, man, let me ask you. Honest opinion of Lucas, not like trolling, not like being dumb, because he's supposed to be going on nerd, supposedly. What is your honest opinion about Lucas? Does he have potential? Can he do it? Or can't he do anything?
He has a potential to be a TikTok star because on TikTok, you got about 15 seconds and that's about as long as he lasts. He could be a massive TikTok star. But in the YouTube world, where you got to last 4 hours, he just doesn't have the steam.
I got you. So have you done a full 4 hours with Rastov before?
Yeah,
Okay. That's awesome.
constantly.
All right. So you're making the show money and you're not getting paid at the moment. That's the dedication level that you have right now. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly. And when I haven't been on the show, I've been in the chat.
Keem, I hope you understand what this man is trying to do to prove himself to you, unlike the babyface piece of shit that can't even last 2 hours. Right? Let's understand what's really at stake at this point. This man is willing to put his time, energy, and hair at risk to make the show money. All right. Let's just think about it for a sec. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, you should have seen Ozzy this morning. I had a hot dog in my hair. I had a hot dog in my hair,
Jesus,
and then I had
man.
to fucking eat it.
Jesus, man. That's awesome. Well,
Not only did I have the hot dog in my hair, I was twirling around with it and showing that, look, it's not falling out.
that's fucking great. That is great. All right, sir.
I'm sorry, but the only thing I can think of right now is that this is the Australian version of Nightmare. The shades inside, the constant smoking, just in general. He's making his own effects right now with the freaking background smoke.
Hey.
Okay, the smoking, that's a nicotine addiction. That is not trying to copy Nightmare, alright? I wish I could get rid of that. The shades, that is trying to hide my fucking old ass eyes. And you'll understand when you get to my age.
Yeah, I do understand.
You don't want people to see this shit.
I'm a woman, so gladly I have makeup. I can hide all my depression.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that. I wear makeup, I get called gay.
Oh, shit. We got
Oh,
Wonder
he's my-
Woman. The competition here, Smash Mouth. The competition.
Does she still have the stuff on her face?
Stuff on her face.
I can't.
Oh, she does. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
shit.
Can.
What happened, Wonder Woman? What are we doing? What kind of tomato bullshit beauty care
We had
routine do you got?
She was in an Oompa Loompa Bukkake.
I'm an Oompa Loompa. Honestly, we had a showdown in Aussie this morning, didn't we, Smash Mouth? Honestly, we had a good old time.
So is it safe to say that...
This is-
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I'll say, is it safe to say that you two are basically the crowd favorites in the running for the next host spot? Is that kind of what's going
I
on?
think the both of us should be. I think it should be the three of us: Rastov, Wonder Woman, and myself.
Okay.
That's a show.
Okay. Hey,
It's got to go down to 2. I don't know. We just had so much fun. It was so funny, honestly.
I was going
I
to say
mean,
something to you, Wonder Woman, off stream, but then you left, and I didn't get to say it. So I
What
don't
were you
know
gonna
if I'll
say?
get to say it off stream at any point.
God. What'd you want to say?
I did feel bad for shitting on her last week.
Are we talking
And I think
literally?
that's bad to say that. in
Literally or
public.
metaphorically?
Metaphorically.
By the face you
It's
can't
all
tell.
good, Smash Mouth. We took it out on Aussie this morning, so it was awesome. Now Smash Mouth's a funny dude, honestly, funny dude.
We did. We went head to head because it seemed like there was only going to be one other host. So it's like only one of us is getting out of this jungle alive. It's going to be fucking me, and I'm gonna, you know.
Right now, it's gloves
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
between the both of you because you're both fighting for a spot. But what I think
Exactly.
is, as long as you both try to prove yourself, as long as you both try, there's somewhere for everybody, you know. And I definitely think Wonder Woman will end up somewhere regardless because you're an amazing human being. You're sweet, you're kind, you're caring, and you just bring so much positivity. They don't expect primetime Wonder Woman. They don't expect you like they'd expect primetime Ken Wonder Woman. So you can get away with a lot more than I can Wonder Woman. And King Scott is amazing. And I love King Scott.
Yes. You know what? It was so cute. I just sent him a message. He called me babe for the first time.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
That's beautiful.
I sent a message and I said, "Oh, thank you for calling me babe." That's like a step forward. when
Oh,
you get
100%.
Who called you, babe?
King Scott. Scott dude.
Yeah. They went out on a date during
called me
Fat
babe.
Camp. And they kind of kindled something. So that's beautiful.
He called me babe. Oh, so cute.
Wonder Woman. Out of the
Anyways.
two of us, if we went to Fat Camp, which one of us stands to lose more weight?
Between who? Me?
You and me. You and me.
Definitely you, bro.
Who's
I
Yeah.
already know the answer. I just want to know what your answer is.
It would be you, Smash Mouth. And I would make you lose it. I'd be going, get in the pool, run around with me with Angel. Come on, let's go.
You'd be my coach.
Such an easy win. He's getting every small win, one tiny, tiny inch at a time. But something that I wanted to say, Wonder Woman, when are you gonna wash your face? I'd rather you not get a rash from whatever this is.
You know what, Beans? I've been sitting in Pay Pig waiting since the show started, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I need to take this off. But it's dedication. I've stayed in Pay Pig. I wanted to come up and show my love to Cafe.
Listen, if just hop in. If you have, can you hop into a live on air? Do you have that ability, Wonder Woman?
I do, but I
Just
just
hop
like
in.
to be polite.
Just hop
Okay.
in. Cafe is
Okay.
the show. Anyone can hop in if you have that ability. All right. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. We just hit over 1,000
really-
viewers. Let's fucking go. Thank you all for being here. That is awesome. That is amazing. Thank you so much. You're telling the boss
Cafe.
man Cafe needs to stay, and you're telling boss man that Unleashed Ken is going to be a havoc in this motherfucker.
I am really concerned for
happy
you,
for
Wonder
you
Woman,
guys.
though, of getting that stuff in your eyes, because that is hot sauce on her face.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hot
Gets in her
sauce.
Hot
eyes.
sauce?
It's game over.
Sriracha.
Bro,
Sriracha.
no. Watch that shit, Wonder Woman. That's not what you want.
Right now.
That's not
Right
what you
now.
want. I'm going to kick you off the shit so you can go fucking wash your face.
All right, guys. I'll go do that. But much love to you guys, and thanks for having me on, guys.
Definitely. Take care, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
I
Bye,
love you,
Smash
Wonder
Mouth.
Woman. I'm sorry.
Love you too. It's okay. Bye.
All right. So we got Billy the Fridge in the chat, and people are saying Billy is what brought the viewership. So, Mr. Billy, if you want to do all the fans a favor, come on up and have a conversation. We'd love to hear it. You know, we appreciate you bringing the crowd with you. We love you for that, Mr. Billy. But
Holy crap,
I feel
you
like
12,500.
Wonder Woman and Glammy specifically are going to have something in the LCU, no matter what it is, because they've been around so long, they basically have tenure.
oh yeah. I don't know if this is true. Shifty said that S1K is claiming that Wonder Woman was a hoe at Fat Camp. Bro,
Are you going to take no. Now we're going to stop right there. Stop in your tracks. You're going to take the word of somebody who wasn't even there.
I'm just saying.
Tell me, Ken.
Listen, no. This is what I'm saying. If that shit's being said, that we need to stop that immediately. That was not at all the case. Wonder Woman is a signed, sweet, a sweet, kind, and caring person. She did everything she could so everyone felt comfortable. She did everything she could so everybody could have a great time, right, and enjoy it. And her and King Scott kindled something fucking beautiful. I'm gonna be damned if some motherfucker's gonna talk shit about Wonder Woman. No. I'm unleashed now, motherfucker. I ain't gotta be held to the higher standard of a moderator. Let's see.
So we have you, Sussy, for the $5 Smash Mouth. Where is the hot dog? Are you hiding it somewhere? Somewhere where we can't see?
No, on Aussie, I had it on my head, and then we got a donation where I then had to eat it, and I ate it on stream.
Did you take it all in at once?
I took more than half of it.
That's sexy. Thank you. Charm Skull. I love you, Ken and Beans. Thank you very much. Oh, man. I think, I don't know if we're getting view botted right now because we're at like almost 1,500 views. Like all of a sudden.
Probably, but the people who are here and are real, welcome to the cafe where we have Smash Mouth. I keep calling him Smash Mouth. I'm so used to saying Smash
That's
Mouth.
Rastoff's fault, and I'll never fucking forgive him.
There it is. Double C. Pulling rewind viewer numbers now. Congrats. Appreciate you, Double C. By the way, interesting showing last night on Queens. Double C. I don't know what they're trying to do with you, Double C, but I think that pot is getting stirred a little bit. I think that we're getting some unnecessary jabs between milkers and queens. But milker solely exists, in my opinion, to go against them. Now, guys, we got 14, 16 supposedly in here. Do me a favor. Hit the like button so I know exactly how many we have in here right now. Please do me that favor. I want to know if we're getting view botted or not, because it's kind of funny. We were talking about a certain individual, and all of a sudden our numbers shot up like that. Are they trying to fuck over the channel? That's a real question, Beans. I don't know.
I'm bound to win at least a couple of them being this adorable.
So do you guys drink coffee on this show? Like, what goes on? Because I'm usually asleep at 3. It's 3 a.m. right now in
You have
Australia.
no idea. You have no idea.
See, it's not coffee hour right now in Australia. It's whatever this is.
It's coffee o'clock everywhere
Looks
here at the
like wine.
cafe. Yeah, that's fair. So, how can I say this? Cash Cow, Wonder Woman, come together. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Wonder Woman. Make sure you check out my cooking videos because you were there for the live cooking of the steak tacos.
You cook
Sterling
tacos?
has a fantastic idea. Sterling is saying we should tell the new viewers about our coffee. So if you go to the link that's down below right here or in the description, or one of our mods are going to pin it. If you go to that little link, you get our coffee, which is butterscotch flavored. Yummy, delicious. The scent is heavenly. And I just love the coffee so much that I'm going to snort it in the last 5 minutes of the show.
You should, Beans. You should. All right.
Wait, can I buy that? Can I get that imported?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
Damn it.
Apparently, there's a lot of rules when it comes to coffee.
Red tape, bureaucracy. You know.
Yeah, Australia's very, very fucked on things that you can bring through our equivalent of the TSA. We can't even bring... There was a thing I saw in Dubai. It was like dirt in a frame. Couldn't bring it to Australia because we can't import dirt.
It makes no sense at all.
No.
All right. Well, if anyone wants... Go ahead.
If anybody wants to what?
He's coming in.
What, Ken? Speak your mind.
If anyone wants to come in here and talk about today's events, and if you want a free Baja Wolf or free anybody else except for Lucas, fuck that guy. If anyone wants to come in here and talk about anything, please join us. And members waiting, we would appreciate it. So, Beans,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on me being unleashed in the future of Cafe and what that really means to everyone else in the coffee cult?
Like I said, Ken, you don't have to go dark. You just got to bring the energy. Drink your whole pot of coffee, okay? We're at 12 now. You have no excuse of waking up, rolling out of bed, and coming in here. You're going to give me 110% when you get into the cafe. You're going to serve up that coffee, spill that tea, and be as piping hot as you possibly can for all the women out there who are mothers and probably want to see you shirtless.
You damn right.
I think Shockmouth is very tired right now.
He is. I'm gonna let you go, bro.
No, I'm not.
You need to go to bed. You
Do
need
I
to go
look
to
tight?
bed.
If you want me to go, I'll go.
Nah,
if
you
you want me
can
to go, I respect that. I go.
Nah, you can
I'm
stay.
not a Zoomer that's just gonna scream over the top of everybody. I respect that this is somebody else's show.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'm a very respectful guest.
And you want to be on lookout Austin? You're being a respectful guest? What the fuck is this, Smash Mouth? Or Shock Mouth, whatever. Just kidding. All right, we got CD-ROM and members waiting. Should we bring on CD-ROM? He's also trying to get a show.
I know this guy.
Yes, he is freaking funny. I saw him whenever he was on Aussie. I think. Was it on Aussie?
So did I, because I
Pretty
was
sure.
there.
CD-ROM, how are you, bro?
Yes, so are you, Smash Mouth.
Hello, how are you?
We are beautiful. How are you, sir?
I'm doing
Oh,
decently.
dude, he's driving.
Yes, I am, but it's okay because my hands are free.
There it is.
You better not be looking at the screen, dude.
I am definitely not looking at the screen.
I don't want to see you die live on stream. Please don't do that.
Nope, hands right here, and I'm looking straight forward. How's it going, folks?
Doing well,
Keep
sir.
your hands on the wheel.
Yeah, I'm good to meet you guys. By the way, I'm just kind of, I won't be an attention whore or anything, but I'm just kind of doing like the whole CD-ROM promotional tour, just meeting all the good people, meeting all the fine hosts, talking about events,
As you
kissing
should.
hands, shaking babies. That's a joke.
As you should, though. That's good. So, since you're trying to be a host, since you're trying to find your way on one of these shows, I don't know, what's your experience been since you have the YouTuber role, and how do you think that has or has not helped you seeing everyone, meeting everyone, kind of understand where you want to go?
Well, the reception's been relatively warm, actually, which I'm very thankful for. So anybody who hears me, know that I appreciate it. I've been riding that high for the past 2 days. I really honest and truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I want to do, if this works out for me, I want to do right by everybody. So I want to put in the effort. I want to pay my dues, take the time. And I'm just kind of trying to understand the whole universe and where I might fit in it.
Okay.
Well, tell me a little bit about the show that you're going to do with Lucas.
Oh god, I hope I'm not doing a show with Lucas.
That's what everybody thinks.
Oh no. Well, I mean, so here's the thing. And I said this already, and I might have to move you for a second. Let me just shut the car off and move over to Bluetooth. Actually, can you give me just 1 minute?
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you.
CD, everybody. So that's obviously a joke. He's not having a show with Lucas, or at least I hope not. So if CD is in the universe, what type of show do you think that he would have, and with whom?
Definitely
Should
not
talk about CD-ROMs.
Definitely not the coolest comments in the chillest beans.
Do you guys remember CD-ROMs?
Oh, of course. I remember floppy disks. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh yeah.
Floppy
dude,
disks,
I
what?
remember floppy disks.
Floppy disks.
I remember when I was in primary school, which I think is your elementary school in America. We got our own personal floppy disks, and the school ordered like the usual, was it 3.5-inch floppy disks, the little ones?
Yeah.
But when the order came in, whoever it was ordered the wrong one, and they were the big fucking ones, like from the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it was, that fucked up.
Beans, you ever seen one of these?
Yes, I did before, yeah. So they were kind of getting integrated out of the society, I guess you can say, right when I was coming of age. Kind of like Blockbuster. You know, there were still a couple around, and I would go in there, buy some candy, but then, like, a couple years later, it was just a empty, abandoned freaking building that smelled like puke and old carpet. Like your mom.
Jesus.
Ouch! Burn. Got him.
Got him! All right, CD-ROM.
So speaking
Go ahead.
of that, somebody said, CD-ROM, that you are old YouTube funny. How do you feel about that?
It kind of sounds about right. I've actually, so my YouTube channel has been in existence since YouTube's inception, so I guess that sounds right. I'm very much of that era, so some of that comedy still kind of hits correctly, you know. Some of the new stuff I might have to take a little bit longer to get it, but I think that sounds accurate. Thank you? ?
Do you consider yourself a boomer?
Boy, I sure hope not. No,
Dude, he can't grow hair. Look at him. Of course he's a boomer.
Yes, haha. No, not a. I don't think I'm a boomer. Not.
And I know this is missing, but this will grow back.
No, it won't.
Right?
No, it won't. You're literally gonna do that, not be on Ozzy and just be an asshole with blonde hair and a black stripe. Imagine, bro. I can't. All right, CD-ROM. Out of everybody you've seen, everybody you've met, everybody you've talked to, all the shows you've ever seen, where do you want to go and why?
Not Ozzy. Don't say Ozzy, motherfucker.
That's a very good question. So my answer right now, as it stands, is that I will do whatever Keemstar thinks is best, as long as it does not include self-harm, blasphemy, excessive drinking, drugs, murder, or
You could just
slamming
say
hoes.
illegal things. You could just say illegal things, dude. That'll
Not
cover
specific
murder
enough.
and everything.
No.
My
He
take
already
on the
got
matter-
started. He shaved all his hair. Welcome to the community.
My take on the matter is that I could give you like a real answer, but like how I feel about it is really kind of irrelevant based on what Keem wants in his vision, right? My stance on it is that this whole universe is a labor of love for Keemstar, and I haven't followed him closely from when he was doing Drama Alert full time, but I'm internet wise enough to know that just about everything he touches turns to gold. So if I want to be successful, I'd kind of be stupid not to follow his direction. So where he wants to put me is probably where he thinks I'd be best utilized. Truthfully, I could say that I would like to maybe try to convert games to a gaming podcast. Or I could do something where I talk nerd stuff, but or technology something. I know Tech Talk kind of had its thing, and that didn't go so well. Rio. I'm sorry. Come here, you. All right, now you're a guest with me. All right, so
Beautiful.
I had to grab her before
I love that.
grab her before she jumped in front of the camera. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, you know. I'm really interested in hearing what these new show ideas from him are. That might be where he wants to put me. But it's important to me that especially in these early days, that I rub nobody the wrong way. So that's where I stand.
So
Very interesting.
what I would say, if any of the show kind of any of the shows out there fits your niche at all, go on there and really show what you got, right? I know you said nerds, I know you said like gaming locale, whatever. Just hop on a show and just talk about subjects that you're into, bring up things you want to talk about, things like that.
Well, look
for
at
sure.
him. His voice, his voice, his look, and everything. I could see him on Nerds, but not only Nerds. I can see him elsewhere, just doing skits and stuff. He's old YouTube funny, and when I think old YouTube, I think skits. I think like offhanded humor. I think of this guy right here because I was at the waiting room of a hospital, mind you, and I was chuckling to myself like a crazy person. They were going to send me up to the top floor and give me some grippy socks.
You think scripted. That's what you think.
Scripted and having skits is two different things. Have you ever seen the late night show? Meow. Have you ever seen the late night show?
Meow. No, I haven't, Beans.
SNL.
I'm sorry. Rio's a crybaby. She's very loud. Which late night show are we talking?
Like SNL and
'Cause
things like that.
there's a
Like
few.
it's skits and it's kind of scripted, but you can do things. You need to work on your yes ands, okay? So your mom's a hoe, yes, and she also
Yeah,
fucked my
I
cousin,
gotcha.
yes, and
Jesus.
Improv comedy.
the
Jesus.
family reunion is just an orgy, yes, and the president was there, yes, and Kanye was there, yes,
Ooh.
and then Kanye made a whole rap album about the family reunion orgy, and it's called Family Reunion Part 2.
Too soon, Beans. Too soon. I don't know if we can talk about that right now, Beans. I don't know.
I don't know if this translates to late night comedy per se, but I was really a big fan of all that years ago. Dating myself.
Oh, with Amanda Bynes?
Yep. The old
Dude, I had
the old
I had
Dan
the
Schneider
biggest
era
crush.
before it was bad.
We have
Now we got
Glammy.
Glammy.
Crush on Amanda Bynes back in the day, and I remember when fucking Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan went off the rails. Back in the day, I used to say at least Amanda Bynes hasn't gone off the rails, and fucking look at her now, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ! I
Great
was
job,
wrong.
bro. Great job speaking it into fucking existence, Shockmouth, whatever your name is. Hi, Glammy. How are you?
Hi, I heard gaming.
Yay!
Hey, it's my favorite woman in the lol universe.
Hi, Smash Mouth. I think you're awesome. You rock.
I
So-
hate how much Rastof's Smash Mouth dig has just stuck with everybody.
I'm sorry, Shockmouth. I'm sorry. No, you do rock though. I like you a lot. I remember
like
you
it
from
too.
before.
This isn't speed dating, Glammy, all right? This is a fucking show. This is a fucking... You are a married man.
Married. She's a
You're a
married
married man.
woman.
Mr. Glammy.
So am I don't care.
You're a married woman.
Call him an NPC does not mean that when he's on screen, he's just not existent, okay? Her husband is a real person. He just doesn't talk.
Yeah,
That makes him an NPC.
he talks
Sometimes.
to me because I'm the only valuable conversation for him. Anyway, I heard you talk about gaming and stuff, so I wanted to hi, I'm gaming.
Hi, gaming. I'm
Oh,
CD
hi, you're
Rom.
Glammy. Oh my god, I hate this. I
Yeah,
hate this.
y'all gotta
5
go.
seconds. You
Y'all
guys have
gotta
such
go.
great chemistry.
Y'all
Just
gotta
get
go.
him on a freaking show with Glammy at this point.
Y'all gotta go. I
God
can't.
damn, the
I
freaking
can't.
dad
I can't.
jokes, no.
I can't. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not
How
on.
the fuck did you keep them and not me? What the fuck?
We want to
Do
go.
you want to be kicked?
No.
Hold on. You know what I used to do? You know what I used to do when I was a moderator? Oh, I was a moderator. I used to say, so and so, I'm banning you for this. Do you have any final words? And then I will count down. 5, 4, 3,
Can you bring Glammy back?
2, 1.
Please bring Glammy back.
Later, bro. Ah, fuck. How are you doing, Beans?
I can't with these old people doing gaming and having such great chemistry. Literally 5 seconds in, and they were so nice to each other. The energy just went up. It seems like all rainbows and sunshine. God damn it. Freaking, they should play RuneScape and Oblivion together. Everybody's talking about Oblivion because it just came out yesterday. She was supposed to play Oblivion, but then she didn't know that Game Pass or whatever had it for free. Well, free because you pay $14 or something a month. But yeah, hopefully she plays it today. I'd watch that. I know nothing about Oblivion.
You know what's hilarious?
I'm oblivious about Oblivion. Yes.
W's in the chat for being oblivious about Oblivion. Fallout's better anyway. It doesn't matter. We lost about, if the views were botted or not, I don't know, but we lost about 400 people as soon as Glammy came in. Wow. Any worse? How you feeling, Bean? Do you like that? You like that? I love you, Glammy.
Glammy is a very acquired taste, but I like me a little bit of Glammy every once in a while, especially when she goes on during Queens. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Glammy last night went on at 9 p.m., a very strange time, in the middle of Queens and going into Rewind. If you would say career suicide, but suicide.
Hey, we
Who's
can't say that.
If you
We
want to
can't-
freaking sewer slide, sorry. Freaking
No,
YouTube.
my
Don't
screen.
censor me. You're not a mod anymore.
My screen's just fucked up. All right, we're good. We're good. For some odd reason, if I put the cursor in like right in the middle of like two screens, it all just says "fuck you." I don't know, Beans. Buy my coffee. Shockmouth, welcome to Bandwidth. Thank you, sir. You are a gentleman and an Australian. Thank you. All right.
We only say his word right when he throws money at us.
Hey, but that's how I remember his name. I can't. All right. Tell me about Glammy at 9 at night.
Glammy Lammy. She's been doing pretty well. You can see by her setup. She got the green screen all figured out. She's been doing pretty well when it comes to speaking while gaming, you know? Like, she has her shit put together. And especially going on during Queens, when a lot of people are getting a little tired of the freaking content, she didn't have, like, a bad amount of viewers. There were some people just clowning on her, a lot of people yelling at her to play Oblivion, but you know, she's doing pretty well. And there were some people in the Discord, in the show suggestions, I think, that were singing her praises. Let me actually go and speak that word for word. Somebody said, "Hear me out. I think Glammy has figured out the formula for making gaming lolcow fit better in the show lineup after watching her reaction to iDubbbz drama. I think the LCU could use some kind of show dedicated to keeping people up to date on random drama on YouTube generally, or some kind of clips reaction channel that reviews YouTube content but outside of the LCU. Tonight's show was good being paired with the gaming. It tried to serve two audiences at once, those who want to hear about YouTube drama and those who want gaming." Now, even though this post in particular got 7 L's and nothing else, they have an opinion.
That is actually valid. We were talking about doing that at one point, Beans. Remember that? We can bring up
Doing what?
talking about other lolcows that are not in the LCU just to keep everyone updated.
We did, and I think we should still do that, because I think we should bring the lolcow to the lolcow cafe, right? Everybody's kind of sick of the LCU drama. Let's do a little bit of LCU and a little bit of Chris Chan, a little bit of Cyrax, a little bit of what's that other dude?
Nova Online, a little bit of Jupiter the Hybrid, a little bit of King Cobra JFS that I like to cook at. No, I can't fuck King Cobra JFS in his damn
A
food.
little bit of Johnny Elbows. If you know, you know.
That dude, fuck, Jesus.
Give people some nightmares.
Big Benny Steve with the 199. Glammy had 40 viewers. Give me a break. She's boring. Well, there it is. Anyways.
There it is.
All right. Speaking of the LCU, should we talk about some LCU stuff?
We should. We are at I was going to say 1 hour. We were at 1:22 p.m. We still have some time. Was this yesterday whenever I went on Nerds, or was this some other time?
And the amazing docket team we have has the full segment. Now, do you want to just talk about what you were trying to do on Nerds? Do you want to watch the clip and explain it a little bit? What do you think is best for your viewing pleasure?
For my, well, not my viewing pleasure, the freaking audience's, but
it's your segment, Beans.
Watch this again.
It's your segment.
You think I want to hear nails on a freaking chalkboard for the millionth time?
It's your segment, Beans. You gotta tell me what to do.
I can't.
You're supposed to go scorched earth on somebody too, Beans.
I was, but then I lost all my energy in the first hour, okay?
God!
You pick up where I put down, and I pick up where you put down.
Well, you see what happens when I go scorched earth, Beans? So you see what happens? I lose my fucking mod. Other people lose mod. All this shit just happened yesterday. What am I doing with my life? I'm a host of Lolcow Rewind. God, I love this shit.
Anyways, but yeah, I decided to go on Nerds because there were people complaining about how much their show gets messed with. And they were giving some pretty false information. They said that since the beginning, Cafe was never messed with, which is completely false. How many times did we switch time slots? How many times were host moves around? Just a couple times. But we've been fucked with since the beginning, and we always got in shit, but we never had a redirect. We never complained. We just took it. We took it like we took every single day, one day at a time. But the fact that this person was just spewing this garbage of false information, I just couldn't. So I hopped on. And what happened? Every single time, just throwing out random stuff, could not have a conversation. She got so fucking triggered. But the thing that made me laugh is that there was somebody in the Discord, and they said, you know what, Beans? Use this GIF. Use this GIF against dog water. And all it was like a 2 or 3 second GIF that said dog water logic, right? I put it up on screen.
And it disappeared.
And then it disappeared. Yep, yes. So, I put it up on screen. It was very tiny in this little corner, this little box right here, right? And in 2 seconds, she kicked me out. She said, remember whose show this is, Beans? She kicked me out. I try to go back in. She kicks me out again. Go back in. Kicks me out again. And then she tries to tell Keemstar, that was 4 times. You should remove her host role.
We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Now, also remember, she didn't give you a chance to really speak. You had one chance. If I remember correctly, you had one chance to speak. Y'all had some dialogue. And then it just kept getting shut down.
Not even me. Not even me. If you're not going to allow me to speak because this isn't my show, that's fine. But let your co-host speak. Even when he was trying to make a point, she would talk over him. She's lucky that she can't kick him out because it's his show too. Yep. Literally.
Yep.
And then I made the point. Whenever he was trying to make a tier list, she said in the beginning, this is your tier list. This is your opinion. You can say whatever you want. But every single time that he would put a host on the freaking board, what would she do? She would state her opinion and say, this is not a friend's tier list. Yep. This is his opinion, not yours. And yet you still want to open your gobsmack in order to smack talk. And it's ridiculous. Let your co-host speak. Let him have his own opinions. And even, she had her own show that was featured on Drama Alert of all places that said, what? What? As Xylee says, it said, entitled streamer crashes out. Because all she did was she used her dominatrix personality to say, Keemstar, you're going to love this and you're going to take this in any way possible. Stick it down your throat because I'm going to be here hot dogging, hot dogging, hot dogging.
Beautiful.
Play the clip.
You are now no longer full screen. All right. So let's, real quick, guys, make sure you check out the Coffee and Cups. If you can't get the coffee, please get the cup because it is beautiful. 12 ounce or 15 ounce. I suggest 15 ounce if you have big hands. All right. So we'll get into you watching yourself talk shit. She needed it. Before anyone says anything, yes, I did go on Nerds yesterday. Yes, I was cordial because I was supposed to be there for Buff. I wanted to officially challenge Buff to come on Cafe and try to outcook the fucking master. But Xylee Gets Real came in and threw off my game. She threw off what I was trying to say. She threw off my thought process. God. All right.
Whatever.
But I did tell her I hope my co-host beats the living fuck out of your ass. Because I hope
that
Beans,
would be.
I hope Beans, you beat the fuck out of her ass. But what is she doing?
Ken.
What
is she doing?
What is
she doing? She's running. She's running away for the millionth time. So she wants to say, well, we could fight tomorrow. Come to Orlando. We can fight tomorrow. And I said, bitch, I'm not doing anything for you, you pillow princess. I destroyed you on live. I destroyed you in VC. I destroyed you in Discord main chat. And you still want me to waste gas money going over to your house? Pick up your fucking feet, do something for once in your life, go train, and fucking win it the way that you should. If you're going to win, which I doubt you will, because I already got ahead of you, bitch.
The best part is, Beans, I said make sure you document training. I know you want to do it for members only, but I said, have your receipts ready to show the big man that you're actually doing it. And she said, I don't have time. I don't need to. Come to Orlando. That's not what we're doing here, Beans. That's not what we're doing. All right. All right. I think it's time. I think it's time to show the Name Brings show and how you went in there. I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
We are ready.
Let's get to the actual fucking meat and potatoes. Okay, so Beans, you were saying you were like talking shit about Cafe. First and foremost, I was not trying to talk shit about Cafe, saying that Cafe has like remained the same. You guys haven't had a change of host.
Real quick, before I cuck the content even longer, I do like the little swirl in front of your face. Someone I think said like Superman or some shit. That was beautiful. Let's continue.
Content has been the same. You guys,
Mesa 1100 and Jack Low.
your slime is the GOAT. I liked that one way better. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry if I came off like I'm talking shit. Ultimately, I feel like the small shows all are fighting the same fucking battle right now. So I don't want to seem like I'm talking shit about your show, but at the same time,
I have to say, I do agree with her on that. The smaller shows are fighting because I think they know the hammers. I have to say that. All the shows are fighting. The smaller ones. All right, I do have to go.
Keep playing devil's advocate, Ken.
Fine. You say I'm a...
your show has not been fucked with the same way Nerds has, is basically my point.
Yeah, bullshit.
That is the biggest lie. So first of all, we all know that you always talk shit about Cafe. The only thing that I'm trying to say is whenever you're upset about something, instead of divulging into like some other show, just think about your own show. I was actually on Cafe today giving you major props. I was saying that you guys are doing new segments that I actually enjoy. Like yesterday, the AI shit was pretty entertaining. I was engaged. I was like, who the fuck is this host? And then it was somebody who I didn't even expect. So that was like a really good segment that you guys are doing. But the fact is that sometimes I'm trying not to be so mean. I'm trying to suppress it. I want to keep you.
Why are you trying to suppress it, Beans? Why?
Trying to be a good fucking person. And look where that gets me. Look where that gets me. A bitch who doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. Because she's like, I'm sorry if it comes off as if I'm trying to dog on freaking Cafe. And it's like, the point is not what you're saying in that moment, okay? The point is that even before this moment, every time you want to talk about the smaller shows, you talk shit about Cafe. Do you not? And every single time, you have to talk about numbers because you're so numbers obsessed, right? But then as soon as numbers come up and people are talking about you, you can't take responsibility and say, we need to do better. No, you're like, look at that show. They do worse than us. Look at that show that doesn't even have a redirect. They do worse than us. Look at this show that goes on at 2 a.m. and they're doing worse than us. You are at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You go on. You're supposed to be a big personality. You're doing all these segments, and now you're doing the same numbers as everybody else. So who's the problem?
Bitch. Damn, I tried to be cool and it didn't work.
Around. I want you to be around in the LCU because you can bring the entertainment value. But not only that, we need a fight on January, and we can't fight if you're not here.
You guys need content. The only drama content that your show adds is talking about me. Don't worry, Beans. I know that. But here's the thing: pointing out that your show has the lowest numbers is nothing but a fucking fact. You're mad and you're saying it's talking shit about Cafe. Your show's content hasn't changed. You've never had a cycle of hosts. You've never had a cycle of hosts. You've never had anything go through the same way that Nerds has. Not even in the slightest.
The difference is, if Nerds stayed the same, they would have failed. Buff saved that show. Anyone can say whatever they want. Boogie got on there. You did numbers because you had Boogie. Let's just be honest. You had Becky on there. You did numbers because of Becky. And then when it was the Eric, Glammy, and Zay show, if you compare it to what you're doing now, they speak for themselves. Now, Cafe has Ken Unleashed. Now, Ken has the ability to hype it up. Beans wanted an energetic Ken. You got it, Beans. You got an energetic Ken. But you know what? We got 574 people here right now. I appreciate all 574 of you for being here. Thank you. I appreciated the 1,000. Hopefully there were 1,000 real viewers and we weren't botted. But I appreciate all you guys that came in as well. We're going to do big things, Beans. We're going to do great things. We got coffee. We got cups. We need to spill the Beans t-shirt, but right now it's probably not the time because the person that was doing all of that has vacated due to his own mistakes. And we're gonna make it happen. Cafe is here to stay. Cafe is gonna grow. Cafe is gonna do big things. We are.
Other thing is, we are Cafe. But the other thing is, imagine saying our show has been fucked with so many times and your show has not been fucked with as much as our show. But why? Why has it been fucked with so many times? Because you guys have been going down a plummet of viewership, a plummet of different things that has been happening. You guys have to have such drastic changes in order to keep you afloat. Other shows, unlike Nerds, had to have small changes. Okay, Ken needs to be a little bit more energetic. Beans need to talk a little bit more. You need to do this. You need to do that. Small changes make a big fucking difference. But the fact that you guys have to completely turn a show on its head to keep it afloat, that's not our problem. That's yours. And I'm glad, now I'm trying to be nice again. I was going to say, and I'm glad that she's trying hard and doing all these new segments. But at the same time, if all you can do is ever compare yourself to others, you're not going to have time to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. You're not going to have time to have that introspection that you need in order to be like, okay, well, this is working, this is not working, because all you do is compare yourself to others. You're not seeing, oh, this worked yesterday, so let's keep doing that. You'll say, oh, well, this did better than Cafe, so that's what we're going to do. No, think about yourself. You are your biggest enemy. You are your biggest challenge. And so far, the only hill that you see in front of you is everybody else, but right behind that is just you and your massive fucking ego that you can never fucking get over.
Facts. I love it. I fucking love it. Just like us, right? We had to look inward. We had to understand we need to make certain changes. We need to do certain things to make it better. And damn it, we have, Beans. The last 3 days have shown what we can do. We're only going to get better, and it's going to be beautiful. But we're not worried about other people, Beans. We're not worried about other shows. We're not on Playboard looking at numbers, Beans. We're not doing it. We're not pocket watching fucking donations for other shows, Beans. We're just worried about ourselves. And that's all you should worry about is yourself. Who was that? Itchy Jenny tolls for. Well, court didn't even take off, so that alone is a big change y'all went through.
Exactly.
That is a different beast.
They're not the only one.
That is a different beast, though.
That is a different beast, but that signifies that they are not the only one. A whole bunch of shows went through some changes. Doesn't matter how big, small, or anything in between. It's what you do with it. If you're just going to be in the past and talk about, well, we changed so many times, does that not show what our worth is? No, because every day you have to keep going on. You have to make the show better and better and better, and just sticking to the past of like, oh, well, this host changed. Oh, well, I did this. Oh, well, I feel entitled to have a show because I was on all these other shows and blah, 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 blah. No, that's not how the LCU works. You can get kicked off at any moment. It doesn't matter how hard you worked. We already saw that today with Baja, with John, with you. You guys are dedicated people in the LCU.
Gone.
Been here since day one.
Gone.
Gone because of a joke. Gone because of a little bit of attitude. Gone because you need to focus on being a host, which I kind of agree with. But that does not mean that you're not going to bring your 100% elsewhere. Just because you got kicked off as a host, not as a host, as a mod, exactly, mod, thank you. Mod does not mean that you're going to sit in the corner like her boyfriend and just freaking sit there and be depressed. You're going to come on Cafe and you're going to bring your 110%. We're going to do better and better. I don't care if 1,000 views were botted. We can show that we can do everything possible to get those 100 views, because if you remember prime time, we did prime time pretty goddamn good, and we can do it fucking again.
Yes, my audio works. I was just speaking words. But anyways. All right. I think this motherfucker's got enough of our time. I think we need to move on. Do you agree? Or do you want... Okay. Thank you for the promo, by the way. Greatly appreciated, because we don't scam the audience. We don't scam, what was the word I'm looking for? Fuck, I had a brain fart. Beans, help me out. What's the word I'm looking for? We don't scam the coffee cult.
In the promo, if you want me to do promo, I can do a little promo for the last, not last minute, but right now. I actually wrote something.
You know what we need to do, if you're okay with it? The last 2 minutes of the show, we're going to do a promo, and I'm just going to end the stream. No exit. No say, I'm going to say thank you and do my normal little bullshit, like, thank you, everybody, whatever. At 1:58, Beans is going to get unleashed. And then when you're done, I'm just going to end the show. Are you okay with that? Or do you want to go now?
We can do that.
Okay. Guys, 18 minutes for the Beans promo. So, where are we at? Come on, Ken, get it right. All right. So, the Milkers called me out. And they were also calling other people out. Apparently, I was the only one that had the balls to go in there and speak to them and not confront. I don't want to say the word confront. But they had a show where they were going to expose secrets. Every $50 donation, we're going to drop secrets. Milkers, if you're watching, there it is.
Pharaoh 96 super chatted $19.99. Keem always say the shows are about the personalities. Beans has a personality. Ken has a personality. Certain people are just fake MFS.
Thank you. One buff weeb. I hope you're ready, Chef Ken Pro. I'm ready for you. Any day. Any day. That ass is mine. I will outcook you. But I have to give my coffee cult what they paid for. I have to give them the ingredients and the cooking that they paid for. But when that's over, sir, when that is over, I want you. I want you in the kitchen. I want you out chefing me, Mr. Trained Chef, Mr. I had a job as a chef, all that shit. No. That ass is mine, Buff. All right. On to bigger and better things. Love you, Buff. Appreciate you.
Cat Lover May 79 super chatted $20. Meow.
Meow. All right. So, there we go again. Thank you, by the way, for the donations, guys. You're fucking beautiful and amazing. We greatly appreciate you. Also, consider becoming a member if you're not a member and watching, because you get Cooking with Ken. And oh boy, is that beautiful. We're going to be getting the Beans training videos because she's not giving up. She's only getting ready. She's only getting ready. All right. So Savage, by the way, when I flick off, if y'all don't know, that's just a troll to nerds. All right, that's all that is. I'm not flicking nobody off. It's just a troll to nerds. I don't want anybody saying anything. All right. So Savage goes in hot, comes in hot, drinking that White Claw Surge. Did you ever have Surge soda, by the way, Beans?
I think I had it once, and only because I'm pretty sure it got banned here in America, but the only place that you can really get it is like at the dollar store, because that's where all like the illegal energy drinks are now.
Yep. I was in middle school when that came out. And I used to drink it. No flicking off. Shock mouth. with the Australian two. Aussie, 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 Aussie. Thank you. I can't. All right. Savage exposing scripts.
Oh, yeah, you want to hear about...
She was on one last night, bruh. She was on one. And she did not care. At all.
Oh, yeah, you want to hear about a little conversation we had Saturday? It's mighty funny. Kim and Michael never want a three-way with us. Never, ever, ever want a Shut up, Roxy. I'm telling it. Fuck these motherfuckers. They never hit us up talking about, can we have a meeting? They gonna call us up in the group message talking about, we need to have a meeting. I'm over there at my mama house having Easter weekend. My son is cooking shrimp, a surf and turf. And I'm sitting there trying to be on a meeting with them. And then Kim and Michael talking about, y'all need to go for the queens. It's war. It's war. Y'all need to turn it up. First of all, Keem got a little worried because he wanted to know if it was real when we were digging in on Becky's ass. Did he?
Like,
did he or did he not, Royce?
Yes,
did or did he not? Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Huge Ass, by the way, for buying a cup. We appreciate you. He tagged me in the chat and told me. Anyways, so I don't know if that was... I'm not saying it wasn't a secret, but, you know, they're supposed to kind of go after each other. I get it. I get what she's saying. But that's kind of the point. Not talking shit, but that's kind of the point. Rastov with the New Zealand 10. Can you say that? Because I'm not saying that.
Oi, 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 oi. Yes.
You got me in the mood, Beans. Oi, 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 oi. Thank you. All right. Smath Mouth, Rastuffy. I keep saying Smath Mouth. I'm so sorry, bro. Shock Mouth versus Rastoff LCU boxing match. Make it happen. They both kind of look like chubby fat fucks, so that would probably be a little entertaining. All right. Is this the next Boogie and Wings? Is this the Temu Boogie and Wings boxing match we're going to get, Beans?
Well, somebody has to box because I'm pretty sure the title fights were already, canceled.
Hey. All right. So, Roxy takes her jabs. She continues the train that Savage is on exposing. Let's continue with what they're saying.
We had Mike fucking. We had a whole list of fun.
We had Mike fucking. I can't.
Fucking things that we were gonna do.
Him or the hernia?
Mike got nervous because he knew it was gonna cause a lot of fun, a lot of people to come over here because there was no beef, no nothing. The day they started talking shit about us, Mike texts me, get up on Queens and talk shit. Get up on Queens and talk shit. I tell Savage, Mike, I don't care if you get mad. I tell Savage, Mike wants you to go up there and talk shit. Savage like, don't you fucking dare go up there. Don't give them, they're baiting us. Let them talk shit. Don't go up there. We're going to forget about it. Mike got so fucking mad at me. He called me screaming at me. Why the fuck did you cuck our content? I told you. They need to fucking talk about you. You got to get up there and defend yourself. You're fucking our donos up, Roxy. What the fuck you doing? He got so fucking mad that I didn't go up there and we used the shit for it. We don't want to talk about them. We were over that. We're trying to rebrand Milk.
No, he don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want that, Roxy. They don't want that shit. They want this. They want this. But
when Mike heard about our ideas, he got nervous.
Okay. So they want the energy. They want Savage being Savage. I don't know if they want that type of conversation as far as secrets, backstage conversations. But they do want a little bit of energy. They want the attacking. They want the drama. They want the back and forth. What do you think, Miss Beans? You're typing and not talking. I appreciate that. What? I'm kidding. What are your thoughts, Miss Beans? What do they want, Beans? I don't know what they want anymore. What the fuck do they want?
Think that they're going after people.
Go ahead.
Huh?
I was just fucking around. Continue.
They're going after people the way that they were told to. But the thing that I do not agree with is that these are not really secrets. They said a lot of things for so-called, like, what, $50, $20, which is a lot, to say things that a lot of people already knew or already speculated. So, I'm not saying it's a scam. But people were expecting some pretty juicy shit to come out of Savage's mouth. But it was not so savage.
Real quick. Tatted girl, I unbanned you because I knew what that was my final act as a moderator. I unbanned you. Now, I put in the Queen's VC for someone to tell you and that I apologize. So I'm going to do this publicly. I fucked up and I banned Tatted girl because of what she was asked to do. I didn't know that. It looked like it was just breaking a rule and there was no context around it. So I'm sorry. You are unbanned. You should be able to get back in. And that's basically that. If you want to reach out to me, feel free to reach out to me, but you should be able to get back in to the Discord. And I'm sorry. All right, back to this. I agree with you. I'm not saying it's a scam. I think that, I don't know if it was one of those things where it's like they're going to start small and get bigger and bigger and bigger kind of as it went, right? It's like, first off, oh, Brady, reset the clock, bro. Oh, I can ban you in this motherfucker. But I'm not going to do that because I actually like you, Epic Brady. So, I don't know how many they got, like 4 or 5. And they continued, right? They were talking about who they brought on. They were talking about Flava. They were talking about other people. And then they called me out directly for my dialogue. No, I'm sorry. My monologue. And I don't want Beans getting blamed, but it happened when Beans had to reset her PC. And she left me all alone, guys. Beans left me alone to my own devices. She left me alone to say, hey, Ken, I need you to speak for a little bit. She didn't say those words. This is just what's going on in my head. She said, Ken, I need you to speak for a little bit while I get this figured out. And
the heat was making you delulu.
Oh, I'm telling you. Sleeping in an 80-degree house for 2 nights really puts things into perspective. It tends to. You get heated literally, and you get heated metaphorically. And Shy said it best, I can't be left unsupervised. Thank you, Shy. You are the GOAT. We love you. So, I got too many tabs open. Where you at? All right. So then, they come at me.
Where you at?
That's scary when I hear it every time. So, let's see what they had to say about me.
Where you at, Ken? Where you at?
That's how I know Kima's in people's ears, making people fucking go crazy, because even Ken and Beans are trying to start drama with people. Ken, don't do that. I can only laugh. I couldn't even get mad at Ken. I just had to laugh when he was yelling like that. He's not a
He
man.
better go take his merce and sit the fuck down. That's what he need to go do. Get out of my face, bro. You over here, you.
His merce.
Now I know. Put your panties on, motherfucker. And go cook me a taco, bitch.
Ooh.
Talk about panties being a bunch. That motherfucker's panties were
Her
bunch
panties
tight,
are your apron too tight,
Wrapped
bro.
around his-
Your apron
his
too
apron.
tight. I don't think you want us to dig in your ass. You thought that was some kind of flex. You trying to like serve us over here? Fuck your ass, Ken. Ain't nobody scared of you. Sit down.
His
Sit
panties were in a
down.
bunch. His apron was fucking tied around his balls too tight.
You don't
That
want me.
was-
You don't want me to hurt your feelings, Ken. I have you crying to your wife. Shut up.
Guys, they got me. They got me. They got me. They got me. I had no words. I got to give them, though. They made me laugh. That was great. They put me in a better mood. My AC just got fixed. We had to drop $1,000. But
Hell no.
I was in a better mood. And as I was in my 66-degree house, because my house stays at 60. Well, no, I'm sorry. 68-degree house. I like to sleep at 66. You know, I had some revelations. I was like, maybe I went a little too hard on people. Like I said earlier in the day, or like I said at the start of the stream. So I went on there. I'm not going to bore you with watching what I said, but I basically said, you know, I was just running down shit on what I saw, what I thought. And I told them that was just my opinion. With the fake haunted house, with the going back and forth with the queens being their sole purpose. And they just told me that was banter. They said this was just banter. But I said, you called me out by name. You called other people out by name. So that's why I'm here. But, you know what? I think we're good with the milkers now. You straightened things out. You made it happen. And everything is beautiful. We have 3 minutes left until your promo. So we're going to bring in Epic Brady. Is that okay? Because we all know what Epic Brady does and who he's with. You're good with that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Epic Brady, reset the fucking clock.
I can't.
I fucking hate you, bro. All right. So enough of that. If y'all don't know, they were trolling me with that being to reset the clock. Every time I saw that, I could just hear Idris saying that, reset the clock. But now that I'm not a mod anymore, thank you, Keemstar, that I'm not a mod anymore so I can focus on being a fucking host. I can't do anything anymore. But Epic Brady is a beautiful man. I respect him. I really respect him. So I'm going to try him one more time. One more time, Epic Brady. We're going to try it again. And if I have to reset the clock, if I have to hear it again or see it again, I'm going to drag it back out. Let's try it again, Epic Brady.
I didn't expect to be brought back up.
How
are you guys doing?
Oh, you trimmed the beard. Beautiful. And of course, you have to have the fucking meme behind you.
Always. Ken, I know it's your favorite in the morning.
You damn right it is. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, we're living the dream, bro. I'm not a mod anymore, so y'all just have free reign with memes and all this dumb shit. So you're lucky, Brady. You're fucking lucky.
I know. As soon as I saw that taken away, you know what I had to do.
Oh, I know, bro. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Well, Beans is about to cut a promo on one of your favorite people. So before she does that, do you have any final words for the cafe?
Yeah. That Lucas guy's a bitch.
We actually agree on something. We appreciate you, Epic Brady. We'll see you next time, sir. Brother. Thank you.
See ya.
All right, Bean. Since it's 1:57, let me go ahead and do the outro. Are you good with 2 minutes?
In 1 minute, I think it's fine.
All right, so we'll do 1 minute. Guys, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. Thank you for getting our viewer numbers up. I know when other people came in, they dropped, but that's fine. Maybe it dropped because I put it on members only chat. But either way, I appreciate all you guys. You know, I'm no longer a mod, so I can focus all my energy here onto the cafe. I can put all my energy, all my anger, all my frustration here at the cafe, and you'll get just a little taste of Primetime Ken. And before we unleash Beans the Beast, Beast Beans, I don't know how you want to do it. One more shameless plug. One more. We got the coffee. We got the mugs here. Please think about buying them. The butterscotch coffee is amazing. I'm telling you, you can have your cup of coffee in the morning with either spilling the beans or I can't. So we appreciate you. Be interesting to see how the rest of the day goes, considering the events that have happened. W's in the chat. Thank you, Maximus Houdini, for W's. Let's get some W's for Bean. She's about to go the fuck off queen. She's about to have at it. And when 2 o'clock hits, Beans, I'm just ending the stream. 1 minute. It's all you. Go.
Okay. Let me see if I can get the energy to do this. Okay, so I wrote a little something. I wrote a little something for the promo. A little promo for the thing that's not gonna fucking happen, by the way. So Zay Zooted, you sideline Spectre. You're not a fighter, you're a flinch in a headset, okay? A shaky Wi-Fi signal with a god complex. All bark, no fangs. You talk tough, but your hands write checks that your glass jaw can't catch. You act like lolcow nerds. Run something. Newsflash, sweetheart. You're squatting in a house that I built. You're the background noise to my main event while you're giggling behind a screen and fumbling Discord beefs. I was training, bleeding, carving my name into the game with every W and broken ego I left behind. In that ring, there are no mods to mute me, no chat to save you, just me and consequences. I'm gonna fold you in half like the bad script and send you back to your little nerd cave, holding your own teeth like collectibles. Funko Pops, anything that you will. You asked for this. You wanted the spotlight. Now you're going to be famous for getting obliterated. When I'm done with you, they won't call you Zay Zooted anymore. They'll call you Zay Zipped because you're going to sleep with your mouth fucking shut. And that's all I gotta fucking say.